Okay, let's go. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to a new online experience here on Joiners. And today, this afternoon, we are ready to deep dive into POLIMI, Graduate School of Management, and most of all, their master programs designed for students and recent graduates. I'm Giuseppe. I'm part of Joiners marketing team, but now, a warm welcome to the main speakers. And so, Alberto Coscarelli, career coach at POLIMI. Ciao, Alberto.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And Alessandra Magistro, senior admission and enrollment consultant, specializing masters. Ciao, Alessandra.
Ciao, hi everyone, nice to meet you.
Okay, in a while we will have also Valerio and Paolo. Valerio is talent acquisition specialist and campus manager at L'Oréal, and Paolo, he's an ex-alumni of POLIMI Graduate School, and now he's in Accenture. Okay, let's go with a quick heads up on how this webinar will go, because in a while I will pass the mic to Alberto and Alessandra, and obviously to the other guest speakers. And at the end of these speeches, you will have also the possibility to participate in a more interactive way with a Q&A session with your doubts, your curiosity. So feel free to open your microphone or write in the chat below, and feel free to enter your questions. So Alberto, Alessandra, the stage is yours and we're ready.
Yes, hi, hello everyone. So my name is Alessandra Magistro and I'm part of the admission and enrollment team at POLIMI Graduate School of Management. I will give you an overview of our school and our Specializing Master portfolio. And today I have the pleasure to have here with me Alberto Coscarelli, career coach at our business school, for an interesting Q&A session with the talent acquisition specialist at L'Oréal and one of our alumni, specifically an alumnus of our International Master in Innovation Entrepreneurship. In the meantime, we would like to start with a quiz, a Mentimeter quiz about your objectives, your background, career projects, and so on, in order to understand which master can be the right one for you. So let's get started. You can enter to Mentimeter, and then please keep track of your answers so that we can help you and guide you in, let's say, find out the right master for you.
I shared this slide, so you can scan the QR code on the right, or you can enter the code at menti.com. Tell us if the QR code works. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now I see the number. Perfect. Just 2 seconds in order to give you the time to scan the QR code. And thank you, Gaia, for having opened your camera. Thank you. So feel free, guys, to switch on your cameras. Don't worry about the background. I'm in San Francisco, no, it's not real. Okay. Are you in Menti, guys? In a waiting room on Menti? I hope yes. This is the slide with the instructions. And so keep track of your answer on a piece of paper, on the on your smartphone where you want. And now we start with the first question. Alessandro, Alberto, feel free to comment during the answers.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, now.
Okay, we have one.
The first two little balls, three. Okay, ready. I'm so curious to see which question will have more answers. Now, letter A, the
Yes.
teacher vision and the ability to drive change.
So A and B for now.
Now we have 11 answers out of 17 people. And I just want to remind that you have the Menti code also in every slide, so you can enter when you want. Also now, don't worry.
So the others are still deciding.
Maybe. We could wait for another 15-20 seconds and then we change the slide with the second question.
So keep track of how many answer with
Yes.
the letter A, B, C, D, E you have. And then we will show you a final slide.
Okay.
Okay.
Next
So,
slide.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This is the second question. How would your friends or colleagues describe you?
Okay, analytical. Almost the attendees. Okay.
Perfect. Next slide. What did you enjoy most during your studies, guys?
Economics, management.
A lot of people from economics, management, and internship path. Also a lot of people from communication universe.
Yes, this is
Branding,
an important question actually, because we are the Business School of Politecnico di Milano, but of course we also offer masters on communication, marketing, luxury. I will show you in a bit.
The fourth question is, what kind of project would excite you the most?
Okay, a lot of interest for the luxury sector. Also entrepreneurial projects.
Answers of the previous question, so we can go to the next slide. Which of these quotes speaks you the most? Speaks to you, sorry.
Okay. Methods and data. That's right. And sustainability as well, of course, very important.
And this is the last question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Okay, now you should count how many times you choose each letter, and so you can find your ideal path. I'll give you some seconds, and if you want, you can tell us your situation, your context, your ideal path in the chat.
Yes, please feel free to share with us in the chat.
Okay, Giovanni, mostly A.
Okay.
Carlo personally got most C. Jessica mostly D.
Okay.
Good. D. Elena E. So each letter has almost one answer and one person. Good. Domenico mostly A. Camilla mostly B. Thank you, guys. Okay, now I interrupt the presentation, and I also would like to say good afternoon to Valerio, that I see
Hi
from the
everyone.
participants.
Hi
Hi,
guys.
Valerio. Welcome
How are
on
you?
Joinrs.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, hi. Thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, I think I can share my screen.
Yes, Alessandra, Alberto, I came back to you.
Okay, great. Okay, so can you see the slides?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So thank you once again, everyone, for joining us today. This is an online session dedicated to POLIMI Graduate School of Management and our full-time Specializing Masters. As already anticipated, my name is Alessandra Magistro and I'm part of the admission and enrollment team at POLIMI Graduate School of Management. And today I have the pleasure to have here with me Alberto Coscarelli, career coach at our business school, Valerio Paradisi, talent acquisition specialist and campus manager at L'Oréal, and in a few minutes also Paolo Francioso, who is an alumnus of our International Master in Innovation Entrepreneurship, will joining us for an interesting Q&A session with Alberto. Okay, so before moving on with the Q&A session about career development program, let me just talk about the school. So who we are. We are the business school of Politecnico di Milano. We were born over 40 years ago as MIP Politecnico di Milano, and today our name is POLIMI Graduate School of Management. This new name reinforces the strong connection that we have with Politecnico di Milano, and is also aligned with a broader vision focused on innovation and social impact, aiming to, let's say, shape responsible leaders for the future. Today we are a benefit corporation and we are part of the Politecnico di Milano ecosystem, together with a group of Italian and international companies that are our shareholders. This is a very important aspect because companies help us in designing, updating, and delivering our courses. Something about Politecnico di Milano, even if you may already know this prestigious university. Politecnico di Milano is the first university in Italy with three main departments: architecture, design, and engineering. It ranks sixth globally in design, 7th in architecture, and 21st in engineering. It has more than 300 research centers and laboratories, and a very wide alumni network, and also the PolyHub, which is the innovation district and startup accelerator. Very important for those of you who, let's say, with entrepreneurial ideas or projects for the future. Okay, our business school is based in Milan. Our two campuses are located in the city. Specifically, we are based in Milano Bovisa for our historical campus, and the vibrant Navigli district is home to our newest campus. Both locations are centrally situated and well connected, and moreover, we have a hub in Rome. So, why Milan is important? Milan, as you may know, plays an important role within the European landscape. The city is renowned for the vibrant cultural and artistic scene, is home to a lot of museums, art galleries. The city offers a wide variety of events, festivals, and of course, career opportunities. So it's a very, let's say, dynamic, exciting, and entertaining city, perfect for those of you who enjoy a lively urban lifestyle. What about quality? We are proud to say that we are a Triple Crown business school, meaning that we receive the three most important international accreditation, which are ACSB, AMBA, and EQUIS. And this distinction is shared by just over 100 business schools globally. And of course, this reflects our ongoing commitment to excellence and innovation. Of course, our masters are also ranked in the most important international rankings, such as Bloomberg, Financial Times, The Economist, and QS rankings. Sustainability is, we can say, one or the most important guiding principle of our school. We are deeply committed to invest in projects that create a positive impact on society and on environment. In fact, in 2020, we were the first European business school to receive the B Corp certification. So this is an important, let's say, testament to our values and mission. As you can see, this is just one of the many certifications we received. So we also received the EcoVadis certification, BSIS Impacts, and we've been recognized as a pioneering school in the Positive Impact Rating 2025. And of course, as already anticipated, today we are a benefit corporation. We can say that it's through our commitment to sustainability that we have came, let's say, to be driven by a clear and meaningful purpose, which is we nurture innovators to shape a better future for all, meaning that we, let's say, teach future leaders to take decision in business, in companies, also in order to respect the environment and the society. And of course, we try to do the same as a business school. How we put, let's say, our purpose into our programs. Here you can see our three main pillars: make, connect, and ignite. But why these specific words? So, make, because at our school you won't find a teaching approach, let's say, only based on theory. Our programs are highly practical and experiential, with a lot of challenges, company presentation, group projects, real business cases, and so on. And this is also thanks to the fact that we deliver master together with companies. And this is linked to the second pillar, so connect. You will have a deep connection with firms, but not only. You will have a lot of networking activities and connection also with the professors, with your peers, with students from other masters, and you will be part of an international network since we have students coming from all over the world. Last pillar, but not for importance, is ignite. This is linked to our purpose. So we are driven by this purpose, and we have, of course, purpose inside our programs, courses related to sustainability topics, sustainability management topics, and we also try to create each year new memorable experiences for our students. Just to give you an example, we have the Shaping Purposeful Futures event, where students propose initiatives in the field of environmental sustainability, social responsibility, corporate volunteering projects, community building events, and then 4 projects are selected to race for the best idea prize. Okay, to be part of a master also means to be part of a community. Here are some numbers about the alumni network. So over 20,000 for the business school, 30,000 for the School of Management. So the business school together with the management engineering department of Politecnico di Milano, and of course a huge alumni network for the Politecnico di Milano University. We have over 11,000 companies that have active connection with the school. And then Alberto will give you some insights about how we collaborate with the corporate world. And every year we also try to, actually we offer opportunity for our students to join dual, triple degrees, exchange programs, electives abroad, and so on. Okay, so today is dedicated to the Junior Specializing Masters. A few key features about the master. The format is full-time. The duration can vary from 1 year to 2 years. The location is usually Milan, but you can have, of course, additional locations for the dual and triple degree. We only have one master in luxury management, and for this master, the classes are held in Rome. And the language depends on the master, so English or Italian. At the end of the master, students should present project work, which can be company-based or academic-based. Okay, so we have a large portfolio of masters. This is a snapshot of our single degree programs. We cover different topics. We have master in digital innovation, and new business design, a master in business analytics and data science. And then you can have an optional year at EDHEC for 2 outstanding students. We have the masters in sustainability management, specifically one related to circular economy and one to corporate social responsibility. We have the masters in specific business function. We cover marketing, media and communication, operation, digital supply chain, financial risk management, fintech, digital strategy and processes for innovation in partnership with Polidesign. We have a master delivered in Italian, which is finanza quantitativa, so quantitative finance. We have master in specific business industries, 2 in Italians, energy management and water management, a master on luxury management and customer experience in partnership with John Cabot in Rome. And for next year, so for 2026, we will also have new masters in the portfolio. We will have strategic management, digital product management, and artificial intelligence and entrepreneurship in partnership with Albert School. Okay. These are our dual and triple degree programs. We have a master in international business and digital transformation in partnership with Henley Business School in Reading, UK. A master in entrepreneurship and design for sustainability in collaboration with Polidesign and Schema Business School in France. A master on project management in partnership with Clyde in Glasgow, so Scotland. A master in innovation entrepreneurship, which is a 1-year program, but then you can add an optional year at WHU in Germany. Our triple degree, this master is a 2-year program, is the master in management, finance and tech in partnership with Lyon, France, and based in the UK, London. A master in luxury management in partnership with Neoma Business School, Reims, France, and the master in performing arts management in partnership with Teatro La Scala. So this is just an overview of the master that we offer, but of course, we are always available to schedule dedicated info session to guide you in selecting the right master for you. As already anticipated, masters are in partnership with companies, so we would like to give you some examples of the partner companies for our full-time masters. So we have finance, energy, luxury, consulting. Okay, so after that, if you are interested in applying for one of our master, we encourage you, first of all, to send us your CV for a pre-assessment of your profile. And then you can activate your application on our online platform, apply.gsom.polimi.it. You will need to upload some documents such as the CV, university transcript, degree, if you already have it, a motivational letter, at least one reference letter, and the passport. And then you will be asked to pay an application fee of 100 euros. After that, you will be invited to record a motivational interview in English or Italian, depending on the master you selected. And then you will receive the final results, usually in a couple of weeks. If you apply by June 15, you can unlock a 50 euros discount on the application fee. And if you apply by June 15, you can also receive an early bird reduction of 500 euros for most of our programs. So here you can see our annual tuition fees. But for most of our programs, the school offers some partial contributions, can be related to the GPA or to some materials you need to provide, usually essays, videos, PowerPoints related to different topics, can be an entrepreneurial project, volunteering activity, something related to digital innovation, to diversity inclusion. So we have many, but you will have a dedicated recruiter helping you in selecting the right ones. Last but not least, we also offer summer schools in July. You can have the opportunity to attend 2 weeks of company visit, networking activities, lectures, workshops, everything in our at our Navigli campus. Application for the summer schools are open until the end of this month, and you can choose between ESG and sustainability, design and luxury, data science, and artificial intelligence for business. If you join one of our summer school and then you decide to attend one of our master, you can also have a reduction on the master fees. And since you are here connected today, you can also have a 10% discount on the summer school's fees. Okay, so from my side, this is everything. I leave the floor to Alberto and to our guest speakers. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Alessandra. So here we Scarelli. I'm a career coach dedicated specifically for the International Junior Master. But starting from, let me say, January, I also have the chance to start a new role specifically for the partnership with the companies. So let me say, and this is the reason why we will be together with Valerio and Paolo, that represent from one side the part of corporations, so the part of L'Oréal, and Paolo will represent from one side, let me say, the part of our alumni, but we can say also that he will represent also the company, so Accenture. So starting from this, we would like to start by sharing with you in a very clear way what we actually do within our master program. So Alessandra shared, let me say, everything. So some words are key, are relevant, so experience, so the part of lab and workshop and so on. So we think that it's very important for us to create value. And so we can create value with you students, and so we can create value with companies. For this reason, you understood from this speech of Alessandra that we have a lot of topics that we manage. It's an idea of the school to start this type of program in order to be very vertical in terms of the department of the companies. But it's clear that as Career Development Center, we must follow the market. And it seems that each action and service that we create, it's very important in terms of following the up-to-date of the market. So for this reason, we try every year to innovate, and so to be always up-to-date to the new trends, to customize, because each master has different topic and different type of content. An example, if we think about an headhunter, or if we think about how to a job market is based, it's clear that we should divide the financial sector with the, let me say, luxury one from the operation one. So each master, starting from the topic, starting from the vertical part, has a specific customization of the contents, also in terms of soft contents. The flexibility is because we adapt the master timeline and we try to integrate in the calendar the activities. It means that you never have to decide between an hard content and a soft content. So all the opportunities that we create for you, students, are integrated in your master calendar. So you are allowed to be present in all the activities that we create. Also, to be very concrete, if we move on to the second slide, this is exactly the slide that we present during the first day of the kickoff of our master. For example, today I am within one of our classroom, empty classroom, but I'm thinking that you are here with me. And so this is the kickoff. And during the kickoff, we try to share with our students which are the services that we cover. We divide the career development services into training, in networking and alumni, in the one-to-one session, and in the technology. Let me start by sharing with you that all our services are based on the European model of the career management skills. We have a specific training about this. So all the coaches, psychologists, and let me say previous HR or headhunter that work within the Career Development Center follow this European model of career management skills. So we try to guide you to turn your career aspiration into an effective and achievable career goals. But let me say, which are the services? First of all, let me say training. Training is essential because we start by understanding with you which are your objectives. So if you think about you in 3 and 5 years, it's important to understand which is your macro objective. And if you achieve and if you have the idea of your macro objective, how to divide the macro objective into little objectives. So to understand how to join and to pursue your goal. So we do this with a lot of one-to-many session and one-to-one session in which we discuss and talk about the preparation of the CV. We do a lot of seminar about cover letter. We have also the, let me say, opportunity to work with companies and also with the headhunter in order to prepare you in a real job interview preparation. We do challenges and assessment centers, so you can also try to prepare yourself in a real case in which you will be guided directly from NHR and the point of view of the company. We also, since we are an international graduate school of management and we have a lot of international students, it's clear that we try to share with you all the services and all the tools from an international perspective. So this is the part of training. We work a lot with also technology. An example is that we have the most important cooperation with the most important international digital platform. For example, we work with VMOC, in which you can have a digital coach. So when you upload your CV, you can directly receive information and suggestion directly from the platform. It's clear that we never leave you only to a digital mentor, because near to the digital mentor, you will also have the chance to obtain the point of view of a human being. So these are the opportunities also in terms of technology. We have also partnership with other portals in which our students can be present worldwide. For example, through an important portal that we provide to our students, you can attend the virtual fair, career fair, staying in Milan, but the virtual fair are managed, let me say, all over the world. And you can follow and manage this career fair starting from your objective and starting from the industry and the function department in which you are interested in. The one-to-one session are up to 2 orienteering sessions with a career coach, in order not only to give you the opportunity to have class and to have one-to-many session lab workshop, but also to think about you as person and as human being. Last but not least, very important, networking and alumni. And for this is very important, and let me say that I'm I would like to be very great with Valerio and Paolo because they are essential for us. They are a clear and a real example of how a collaboration from our perspective, our side must be. So they represent this part of services. So company presentation, challenges, activities in terms of career day, in terms of also chapter and alumni clubs. But since we are, as mentioned by Alessandra, in the ecosystem of Politecnico, data never lies, as we mentioned in the first slide. So if we move on to the last part, in order to be very concrete and clear with you, this is a clear example of the previous edition, specifically of the edition of 2023 and 2024, in which you can understand which type of employment data we generated thanks and through the connection that we have with the corporation and through the services that we guarantee to our students. So it's clear that not all our master programs as the curricular internship in terms of that is mandatory, but for us this is not a real clear problem, because our objective, since we try to share with you experience, the experience is also the experience with company. For this reason, you can directly understand from this slide and the picture that more or less the 80% of our students have entered the Italian and international job market, and over 200 companies from 25 different countries have offered professional opportunities. An example you can see in this slide, the work location. So you can find out USA, UK, Turkey, Switzerland, and Paolo is working from Switzerland in Accenture Song, for example, Netherlands, Germany, France, and also clearly Italy. And in the first chart, you can also notice the fact that the 32% of our students start also with a job contract, the 58% with a curricular internship, 2% with the graduate program, and other directly come in our master directly with being employed before the master. The last slide about employment data, some top employers, since we would like to highlight again and again the collaboration with companies. These are some example of top employer and also the company sector in which our students found opportunities during these years. Let me say, guys, in order to finalize this little speech and to leave the floor directly to Valerio and Paolo and also to have a chat together, let me say that every year we are trying to customize and to change some specific contents of the master. For example, and only for you that are presented today with us, we would like to give you a little spoiler. So starting from September, we are creating the scientific board starting from specific content. For example, the master in media and communication, the master in sustainability, in finance, operation and supply chain, and the analytics. We'll have the chance to have a panel of partners and sponsors in terms of companies in which directly impact in the contents of the master. It means that we do not have only the section and services in terms of how to develop your soft contents and skills directly and only with the workshop and laboratory, but also directly with the help and support of the companies. Starting from this, let me say it's an incredible assist. I would like to share with you some specific services and activities that we did and that we will manage together. And I would like to, again, Valerio and Paolo, thanks for being with us. I would like to start with you, Valerio. First of all, I leave the floor for a brief presentation.
Super, thank you hello everyone, guys. First I'd like to thank Alberto, of course, and Alessandra for inviting me. It's always a pleasure to talk to students because as you have probably already noticed, guys, I can say that I'm quite young and I was in your shoes not so many years ago. So I'd like to introduce myself very quickly and give you an overview about how we work at L'Oréal. So I'm Valerio Paradisi, as I already told. I'm a Roman guy, actually, imported to Milan in 2021 to complete my university studies and to start developing my career. I've been working at L'Oréal for almost 2 years now, and I started as an intern in the talent acquisition team. But now I'm currently in charge of all the early careers polo. So from the campus activation to the recruitment and assessment part of all the profiles under 3 years of expertise, experience, let's say. And I also manage the graduate program. Indeed, just to let you know very quickly, in L'Oréal, all these profiles started with the internship accordingly with our talent acquisition strategy, because our aim is to build the strongest talent pipeline as possible for the future through the recruitment of the best young talents today. So this was a quick story about how L'Oréal approaches young talents and why I'm here today representing it. But I leave the floor to Paolo.
Ciao everybody, Alberto, Alessandra, and everybody. Really happy to be here. Well, I did the master as well at the GSoM more than 4 years ago, because I've been working for Accenture now for 4 years as a consultant. Yeah, I'm always happy to pick up the calls from Alberto, given all the special moments we had back then. So happy to be here to see what's happening and how I can help.
Yeah, we can start with Valerio. So I have the first question for you, clearly for all the prospects and all the students that are connected today. So I would like to share with them if you can tell us about the collaboration between L'Oréal and the POLIMI GSoM. So specifically what we did and what we are planning to do together.
Yeah, absolutely, Alberto. Thank you. Well, L'Oréal has a very, as you know, very strong and fruitful partnership with you, because we truly value the school's commitment in developing future business leaders. And it's always a privilege to connect with such bright, driven students like yours, because what we find particularly impressive about you and your students, of course, is the emphasis that the school places on seeking a, let's say, higher purpose that animates one's action, and this is deeply connected, resonate with L'Oréal's values. So we believe that that this collaboration can create something very impactful for Italy, of course, but for the rest of the world as well.
Yeah, I have in mind, for example, that we are partnering in a lot of master, specifically in the junior war. For example, I have in mind the fact that, if I'm not wrong, this year we received more or less 35, 36 name of students in which you are interested in.
Absolutely.
And in which we also organized the job interview. So starting from this point, I would like also to ask to you, what skills are developed in your point of view, as the point of view of an HR, through the master program, and what skills have you found in our candidates?
Yeah, of course. First, I'd like to add something about the previous question, because we collaborate. I would like to give some examples to the attendance today. We collaborate in various ways, So, for example, bringing our top managers to conduct testimonies that can transfer concepts and practical knowledge to your students, but also, for example, to the great opportunity to take part in brainstorm, for example. And so for this part, I'd like to ask to the participant today if are any of you familiar with it, guys. So don't be shy, chat, or I don't know, how can you do it? Are any of you familiar with the brainstorm challenge in L'Oréal? Well, don't worry. It's basically our most important global competition, much more than a simple business case that we present to students every year since 1990, I guess. And it's amazing because we collaborate a lot with GSoM students, they every year they arrive at the local finals like this year, so it's always very, very interesting. And another key aspect of our collaboration, I would like to say, that is the ad hoc recruiting days we organize for create pipeline, shortlist people to students to bring to our internship intakes that we all held in February, May, and November. So, for instance, if I can say some numbers, since 2024, through the collaboration with POLIMI ecosystem in general, we successfully recruited 18 students. I studied yesterday, I checked the numbers, into various roles, of course, in different departments, such as operations, finance, but also marketing, digital, business intelligence, and 9 students have been hired after the internship, but in this 2 out of 18 students are just started the internship, so fingers crossed for them, but we will see for the future. Regarding your second question, Alberto, when I interview personally the GSoM students, I'm constantly impressed by their entrepreneurial spirit, the strong technical skills, but also the very well developed soft skills. So this is demonstrate the remarkable ability to translate theoretical concepts into practical application, which is evident in the business cases L'Oreal brainstorm, but also on how they quickly adapt in our company when they join us. So it's very, very interesting, and this sense of purpose that your students feel, the collaborative spirit, and the willingness even for the continuous learning, it's very resonate with us. So yeah, this is what I would like to say about it.
Thank you again, Valerio. I have the last question for you. Let me say, it could be also from a human perspective. So since we are here with a lot of students that are interested in starting probably a new chapter of their life in a master, as a point of view of a person, of an HR, do you have any advice for those who are considering enrolling in a master program?
Yeah, absolutely, Alberto, because I can say that my advice can be summed up in a few words, actually. So be bold, proactive, open to new experiences. So a master's program is, as we already seen the cost, a significant investment, both in terms of money, but also in commitment. So make the most of it. So network with your peers, build relationship with your professors, and take advantage of every opportunity that GSoM will give you to learn and grow, because it's rare. I can say that a university invests a lot, so much on the students. So don't be afraid to step out your comfort zone. So you can absolutely join the masters in GSoM, because I think that this can help even for challenge the assumption, because it's a different kind of business school. It's not the classical one. So this can be helpful even for the personal growth. So yeah, this is your chance to, let's say, define your future and be courageous, and of course you can do it.
Valerio, thanks again. I would like to finalize this part with you by sharing with our students and candidates connected that if you have any question, you can write down the question in the chat. We are more than happy in case to reply to your doubt and question. Let me say, from the point of view and on behalf of the Career Development Center, but in reality and in general from the perspective of the school, thanks, Valerio, because it's very important for us also to prove and to share that we have this type of collaboration with one of the most important, let me say, companies all over the world.
For us as well, as you know.
Yeah. And last thing, but relevant, within your organization, we have one of the most important ambassador of one of the master that we manage, that is the master in omnichannel marketing. Mohammad Gaidik, who became last year one of the most relevant young people directly with an award on Forbes. So let me say that starting this master in GSoM, let me say also support him by growing within the organization. Now he's in L'Oréal in France, and we also had the chance to stay with him for an entire day in which we create also masterclass directly from Italy, so L'Oréal Italy and L'Oréal France. So I would like to finish this part with you with another proof in which we can also create value together. And let me say again, Valerio, thanks for being with us. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you too for inviting me.
Work with you.
Seriously, it's been a very pleasure. So if you have some question, guys, you can even directly reach out to me on LinkedIn. I will be very happy to reply to you.
Thanks again, Valerio.
Thank you, guys.
We keep in touch.
Of course. Bye.
Thank you, Valerio. Bye.
So, Paolo, it's your turn. Let me say, you are not only an alumnus. I don't want to say in a romantic point of view, but after the master, we also have the chance to become more than colleague about school, because we collaborate from the part of the organization. I had also the chance to come and to visit directly you and your colleagues in Switzerland. We have also the chance to have a dinner together. I visit also Sirmione with you. So let me say that GSoM also can create this type of networking that is not only network with company. So starting from this, Paolo, I leave the floor to you for a brief presentation. So about your experience, about what you're doing now, and I come back with some questions.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, when I did the GSoM, I did the innovation and entrepreneurship master, which was mostly focused on basically startup creation, tech startup creation, so business modeling, and this was the key focus in terms of hard skills, and was really helpful for me. I think I still use not only at work but also for my things. I keep on training on these subjects. Now is 4 years that I'm working as a consultant. So where I see the most benefit coming from my experience at the masters were some soft skills. Things that I hated before the master were presenting in front of everybody. But at the master, we continuously did group projects, a lot of deliverables, working every time with different people. So this, just so to say that it's something that I didn't appreciate, and then I started to see the bright side, and now it's my daily life. It's gonna be also your daily life after your master in your professional career. So I feel this was critical, and also, as Valerio mentioned earlier, the networking part, and it's something that really boosted my willingness at the master. You know, you are every day talking with teachers, with externals, with companies, with Alberto, and I felt really engaged all along the master on these aspects, and I think these are a key strength of the courses I followed, because in the end, you'll understand that when you start working, then you will build hard competencies and how to do things, but it's how you approach that it's important. And for me, was key, the master, especially coming from an classical, typical Italian university, where it was mainly academical. So you study books, you give the exams, and these being in a business school, there was a switch in the approach, which for me is still very important.
So, Paolo, we received the point of view of an employer. So let me say about L'Oréal. But it's also important because if I try to enter in the mind of the students connected, so also to understand your perspective, because it's clear that I have in mind how you enter and join Accenture. Let me say that you made me mad during that period, because more than 30 students entered in Switzerland Accenture song, and the pipeline was about more or less 50, 59, 60 students that would like to enter within the challenge. But I would like to leave you also this part to you by sharing with our prospects, so with the students connected, how the master support you, but specifically how that type of challenge help you in joining Accenture in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, first of all, as you said, I was putting high pressure on you almost all year round, which I found then extremely supportive. You know, I was always there trying to understand what to do, how to approach the work market, and then there were a few opportunities. And until when we had a company day, like a presentation from Accenture Switzerland, and they came, they presented us the corporation values, what they were doing, how, and so on. And then they opened some positions. And from there, you know, we were already interacting with the managers we were talking with at the presentations, with Alberto to say, look, I'm interested. So this is how it started. Then the procedure is the same as for other companies. You send the proposal, and then there are all the interviews where you need to study, where you need to prepare for, and then if there was let's say if you're suitable, if there was a match, then you could get in. But also here, I feel it's always on the students to be proactive and to be curious and to be keen and to be interested in what they are doing, because on my end, I really cannot complain on what I received from the other.
Yeah, let me say it was an amazing experience also because thinking about the fact that really more than 30 students entered in a different market, in a different country, in an important brand such as Accenture. It was really amazing. Also, if you think that you entered also with the other, directly with a job contract. So we can say that it was an amazing job, also supported by Accenture, and also with the fact that you also had the chance to enter in an academy. So before joining Accenture, also the chance to develop again and again the part of the soft content and the soft skills. So since you are younger than me, maybe you can be you can have more impact also in the students connected. So in your opinion, why pursue a master degree, and what advice would you give as an alumnus to the students connected?
Yeah, well, I think also Valerio already mentioned, I don't want to repeat all the things, but for me, the key point, joining the master was the perfect bridge between an academical career and a workplace, because it really made it smoother and easier to get, and also to understand all the logics. As said, you start interacting with companies, with managers, with HRs. You see how they think, what they want, what is the request, how you can get ready. For this, I think this is already enough. And for the rest, just motivation and accountability. I mean, if you start something, you take charge of it and you go for it.
Paolo, thanks again. I share everything in the chat with the students. So your LinkedIn profile, the LinkedIn profile of Valerio. And guys, you have the chance to be here with Alessandra from the perspective of, let me say, all the portfolio master and the admission, with Paolo, so our alumnus, and also if you have any question about the perspective of career development.
Yes.
Feel free to raise your hand, to write down your question if you have. We are more than happy to stay for a while with you.
You have also all the details because you have also the email address posted by Alessandra. You have also the LinkedIn profile to connect with Paolo and Valerio, and you have also, and most of all, the link to complete your application on Joinrs. So the link with the whole path of offered by POLIMI School of Graduate Management. Jessica said, thank you all very much. It was very helpful. Jessica, thank you to having participated in this online experience. Carlo said, hoping it's not out of the context, it is possible to have more info about summer school?
Yes. So yes, Carlo, for sure, we can send you more information about our summer schools, the informative materials and so on. Just let me keep track, and we will send you via email more details. So thank you very much for your interest in our summer schools.
Yes,
and
exactly.
for joining us today.
Tomorrow you will receive an email with the most important link, and also with the info about the summer school. Domenico wrote, when I send my application, I have to select a master's, but can I change my mind later?
Yes, Domenico, I confirm. So when you apply on our platform, you need to select a master. Then you can change the master if you change your mind, or we can change from the back end for you. So no worries.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Trust me, if you have any question, use this moment, because you
Yeah,
can also have
obviously.
the chance to be here with Paolo and also with us. So feel free. We like to interact with you. So use this part of our personalities.
Yes, absolutely. Don't be shy. So there is no right or wrong questions. So feel free to type in the chat. You can also maybe share if you are interested.
We have a question.
Yes.
Great.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, I'm Charan from India. I don't know what time it is over there, but good evening. It's evening over here. And
Yes.
I
Hi.
have a question, basically. That is that currently I'm in my bachelor's. I'm in my last semester. I have just submitted my project. I will be getting my degree in August. So I was thinking, can I join POLIMI in September? Because I just don't need the admit. I do even need the visa. So as you are taking care of other students as well, so students who do apply in the meantime, can they get the visa by September? If you have the insight about the topic.
Okay, so thank you for your question. So you can have a dedicated recruiter helping you understanding the let's say timeline for a visa. Most of our program start at the end of September, and the first month will be online. So For most of the programs, actually, you will need to be in Italy, in Milan, in November. So I think you can manage to do that. You manage to do that. So no worries for that. So you can send us your CV to infomaster@gsom.polimi.it, and our dedicated recruiter will support you. But if you're interested in one of the masters starting in presence in November, I think you can do that.
Okay, thank you so much for the insight. Surely I will be giving a email on what you mentioned.
Yes, you can find the email address in the chat.
Yes.
And then we will send you,
Okay,
of course,
sure.
other email. Thank you so much for the question.
Yeah, only
You're welcome.
if I can, because I understood from the chat a question. As far as understood, it is a
Yes.
master degree that would allow us to work in L'Oréal company. Let me say, not only L'Oréal company. Today we had the chance to host the talent acquisition specialist, specifically from the perspective and the collaboration that we have with L'Oréal. But for example, Paolo is working in Accenture, Switzerland. So we would like today to host them in order to prove with you and to share with you some of our examples. But we are not here to say that if you enter in our master, you find a job only in L'Oréal or specifically in L'Oréal. It means that these are clear examples of what we organize with companies and what we organize with the alumni. It's clear that we try, and we also have the chance to be with you directly with Paolo and Valerio in order to represent what we effectively are managing with companies and with alumni. So I would like to say that it doesn't mean that we are here to share that since this collaboration, and through this collaboration you can enter in L'Oréal. We are here to say that this is one of the most important collaboration that we have, but we have more and more and more collaboration from an international perspective, and we are more than happy to prove and to share that with a lot of partners that we have, we work similarly with what we do and we did with L'Oréal. So it was only an example at the perspective from an HR point of view. That can be, let me say, highlight and shared also with other perspective of other HR, okay? So please don't think about, I apply for master in POLIMI GSoM, I enter in L'Oréal. I apply for master in GSoM because I would like to develop the skills and contents, hard and soft, and also to find an experience that could be the relation with companies that in which can be also L'Oréal, but in which you can also obtain more and more opportunities also with other type of companies.
And the last question from Alexis. I'm Venezuelan. Is the nationality a problem in this case?
Okay, if Alessandra agree, I can share some insight. Let me say that it's very difficult to reply to your question because it depends always by your objective. So in order to be very clear, it's important to highlight the fact that the Italian language is very important if your objective is to find a job in Italy. But in case the question is, I'm open to evaluate and also to find an opportunity worldwide, and also you have in mind other country in which you would like to use English or other type of languages, in that case is not relevant. Let me also highlight the fact that we organize lesson and activities in order also to improve the knowledge of the Italian language. But since I always like to be very concrete and transparent, if your objective, Alexis, is I would like to find an opportunity in Italy, I would like to say and to share with you that, yes, Italian language is important. But if you have in mind today, so we have time until the start of the master, that this is your objective, work in order to obtain your objective. For example, if I'm now deciding to leave Italy in order to join France, the objective will be to learn and improve the French language. So it is not a barrier. It could be a barrier if you do not want to work in order to pursue your objective. So starting always by your objective.
Perfect, Alberto. So, guys, this is the time to say thank you, and we finger crossed for your application. Paolo, thank you for your speech, your experience, bring here. And so, Alberto, Alessandra, thank you so much. I hope we will see in the future, and obviously, so finger crossed for your path during the masters in POLIMI. Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you once again. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Thank you for standing.